Hi, how's everybody doing? I don't know how I'm doing. I just thought I'd pipe in and say, hey. Let's see. It is 9:10. It's Saturday, and I believe today's the 5th of October. It's amazing how fast time flies. It's amazing how fast someone can mess with your head. You'd be doing just fine, and all of a sudden, boom, you got all this crap coming into your face, and you got to do something about it, right? I can't just sit here and take it. I have to give it back. No, I'm not meant for that. I was told before that I couldn't be a waitress because they didn't think I could do it. Because people are rude. People are rude to their waitresses. And they knew that I wouldn't take it. No, they're right. I probably couldn't do it. Don't push me to my limits and expect me not to explode, because I do explode. I've got, I'm both. I'm everything. Okay, everything. You know that word? You are my everything. Well, I am. Beware, beware. You have a tiger by the tail, baby. So don't mess with me. Are you going to get messed with back? Can't help myself. So, anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I know I got to start wearing those teeth. But I do think I've gained weight. Part of it is being at Nancy's house, but part of it is just I wonder if those treatments are going to make me gain weight. Because I sure hope not. But I know some medications do that. So I must beware of those things we like that are, excuse me, fattening. I'll have a nice round face, nice round everything. I don't want to be like that. I don't mind being a little cushiony, you know. Someone once told me there's nothing sexy about a rack of bones. You want some squishy. So remember that when you guys are trying to get all skinny. Why are you trying to get all skinny? You need to take care of yourself is what you need to do. And that's what I need to do too. I need to do better. Just trying to keep my head together is one thing, not even thinking about the rest of all the problems I got. What problems do you got? I really don't have a lot, do I? Just the diagnosis of cancer. Just treatments that I just don't know if I want to take. And all those things that make you wonder about the future, But I be doing fine. Right now I'm in the living room, and kids have gone to bed, and Nancy and Philip just took off to go to his work for a minute or two, so probably an hour or so. And so I have time alone, and I just turned on, so if I put it on pause, Gossip Girl. Have you guys ever seen that? Years ago. Seems like it's been years. I don't even know who had me watching it. Somebody had started me watching it, and I really liked it. And it's been years. I think I quit watching it before it was ever done. So I'm going to start. Oh, it just disappeared. It was on the screen, but I have it on pause, you know. Anyway, so I'm going to watch it because I enjoyed it. Gossip Girl. Give you a sight into other people's lives, I guess. You know, there's so much going on out there that we don't know about. We're all in our own little worlds. And sometimes we cross paths with others, you know, depending on if we like to do the same things. We go to the same grocery store because we live in the same neighborhood. I'm just jabbering. I just wanted to get on here and say, hey. Hey, hey, hey. I guess I should stop because I want to go and partake. I'll go and do a little partaking and see if my brain wants to work and what should I do with it? What things should we talk about? Things I know nothing about, like love. You know, you can think you're in love, but it can be scary to be that vulnerable, to let someone in and give them that much time and attention that you become attached. And then what happens, you know? That's the scary part. Just give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my baby. Show me that you're mine, girl. Oh, yeah. I don't have the words right, I'm sure. Life is so unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen around the corner. So, what have I been talking to you guys about? I've been talking about all kinds of existences. Pre-existence, this existence, the millennial existence. You see, these are just our training, our learning to create a world of our own. That will be a trip. I do not know how that will work. But before we get to that, I'm looking forward to the part where you think about somewhere and you're there. You know, you don't need a vehicle to get there. You don't need a plane or a train or a car or a star. In other words, you know, to be able to think, I want to be there, and you're there. I think that will be possible in the future. I just don't know what time in the future, you know. I probably thought about that when I was reading in Acts. Somewhere in Acts, there's a guy sitting on a bench and he's needing an answer for something. And God or somebody disperses an angel or a person. I don't even know if they were an angel. I think they were still alive. And then they just left one place and ended up in another place in the twinkling of an eye and gave that man his information that he needed. Well, that's a trip. So maybe that's what I was thinking about. I don't know. It's all imaginary. Those flowers look like they're... I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see very well, but there's some flowers over there. I can't tell if they're real or if they're dead or what they are. I think I'll have a drink of my dark cocoa. See, dark cocoa, if made with the real cocoa, I think it's carob. Anyway, the real deal. Cocoa, the real deal. Dark chocolate is good for fighting cancer. Cheers. It's dark. See how dark? Yeah, okay, so here's some things that I have said. Search the scriptures and you will find Jesus is talking to you all of the time. Stop and think, wow, God did back then what we do now. You know what that means? Everything is perpetual, but before God got to be God, him and his wife, they had to go through an existence like ours too. They had to go through all these learnings before they ever got to the point where they could be God. The two become one. You need both. Don't think you don't. Don't think you stand there alone, and don't think you can put your woman beneath you. No, you put her up on that pedestal. You love her. You treat her kind and wonderful. You don't ever belittle her. You don't ever put her below you or behind you. You know, like some people think that the man is number one and the woman is number two. Well, in some instances, that's true, okay? But the woman is your mate. And the thing that makes it work is love. And you can't be belittling your woman and expect things to work out right. It won't work. You know, we're not back in those stone ages where, okay, the man walks and the woman's 10 feet behind him. Okay, that's her place. She doesn't need to know a damn thing about what's going on in your life. That's none of her business, right? You're full of crap. You guys better think about it, man. You know, you want your woman to treat you good, you treat her good. That should be understood. No one you give back what you receive. But even if you love the person, you're not going to take that crap. So therefore, there you are in a mess. Love has done and flown the coop when you treat your woman mean. So you think about that, people. You want your partner to love you and have your back? Well, you better love her and have her back. And you better treat her well. I don't know what you guys are thinking out there. You can treat somebody bad and then you expect them to love you. It doesn't work that way. And it is a two-way street, okay? We are all guilty. in this communication deal, sometimes we get offensive. We get defensive and we get on the offense. The battle, you bring out the battle, and that's not what should be happening. Love begets love, and hate begets hate. And it's hard. No matter how much you love somebody, if they're sitting there giving you a bunch of crap, you can't sit there and take it. You can't cower down. What kind of a relationship is that? Okay? Equal. Male and female created he them. And the idea is that you become a team. And you have to love each other or it's not going to work. And then all these people, we've all got these scars, I'll call them scars, from past experiences where people have misused you, mistreated you, not trusted you, did who knows what to you. And then you've got those scars. And when you start a new relationship with somebody, then you still got those scars. And it's not just scars, it's how you're putting it off onto the other person. This new person that has nothing to do with your past is paying for the sins of the other people that have been in your past. You got to get over that. Not everybody is the same. Some people would never hurt you. But if you're hurting them, they're going to hurt you back. So you guys need to think about that out there, okay? And what are you guys doing? You're out at the bar. I mean, there's a lot of people right now out on a date, or if they don't have a date, so they're out at the bar trying to find someone to have a date with. But what's the end result? What are you looking for? Do you want a partner? Or do you just want someone for the night? And you think that's going to end up good, people? It doesn't. To have the far better relationship, you don't go out and give yourself to everyone. You don't go out and have sex with a lot of different people. And you don't go out dressed showing all your stuff. Let's show all our jewels out there to people who should not have that opportunity. But you're setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up to be grabbed, to be groped, to be thought of as a sex object. Well, that's not what you want, people. I know what you want. You want love. You want someone to love you and to respect you. And you want them to want you, but you want them to want you for a long time, like as in your whole life. Wouldn't that be nice? No, I can't imagine being with the same person. But you know what? When you're with different people, down deep, they're all wanting that one person, and then they don't respect you. You gave them what they wanted. It was a two-way street for the night. You're not respected. You're not respected. It is a two-way street as far as the hurt goes, because there's some good guys out there looking for good women, but they're looking in the wrong place, and so are the women. And I've been there, I know, but I wasn't really looking, okay, because I'd had my share. I'd had my full share of men, and I hated them. And that doesn't make me gay, people. I've got girlfriends, but never did I do sexual things. And you can love a girlfriend without thinking you're supposed to have sex with them. Why are you guys so crazy in the head? I think part of it is you like sex. You want sex, and if you can't find someone of the opposite sex, you'll take one of your own kind. Anybody to give you love and sex. People, you're going to end up hurt. But anyway, okay, so I didn't get on here to talk about that. I just have certain things on my mind, as in relationships, as in giving your all and not being appreciated, as in you're doing okay and all of a sudden, wow, right out of nowhere, you got problems right here in River City. You ever heard that? Got trouble right here in River City. Let's see, trouble starts with T and rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. That's I think it's the Rainmaker, I'm not sure. Any old who. I don't know, but I've got a headache. I don't like having headaches. I don't like stress and strain. I do like standing in the rain. If it's, like a light drizzle. I like the dew. I don't mind dancing outside in the rain. It has to feel good, though, In other words, it needs to be warm. I think what I need to do is stir this up and put it back in the microwave. It hasn't been in the microwave yet, but I'm going to put it in the microwave. I'll go out and have an attitude adjustment. Then let's see what I talk about. Let's get off this subject. But it is true. Sometimes it is better, easier to be alone than to be with the wrong one, that's for sure. You need to work together. I've already been in these other relationships where I couldn't get a damn thing done. It was, I heard that expression at church called evenly yoked. Evenly yoked. So every time I had all these great ideas, I couldn't get my partner to cooperate with me. So I couldn't get anything done. I mean, it was impossible. And I thought about the evenly yoked. It's two oxen, and he's got this thing across their back, and it pulls them together, and they have to work together to get something done. But, if you cannot be yoked and you can't go in the same direction, you are not going to get anything done. And it made me very frustrated. Very frustrated. It was like, why bother? I couldn't get anywhere. So now, you need to safeguard against that. You need the right partner. How do you find out who the right partner is? Well, you have to spend some time together, don't you? Yes, I do make faces. Yes. I have a different expectation of my man than a lot of people would out there. I do. I have great expectations, and they're hard to fulfill. And so therefore, I probably will be alone all my life, because I don't know. I thought I found my guy. I really feel like we could do great things together. But things keep getting in the way. I'm very possessive. I want him all to myself. You know, in that special way. You don't share that with everybody. There are those who expect. There are those out there who think that they deserve to touch other women's men because of the profession that they are in. Oh, well, I'm sorry, I don't agree. I won't be accepting that. So, if I can't accept certain things, then it's going to stop it, isn't it? It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. I want my man. I want him all to myself. I don't want too much, do I? I think I do. But I can't help that either, you know? Things are just different. I thought maybe we might do okay. You know, you got to believe the same way. You got to have certain things in common. But there's some certain things that just cannot be accepted or tolerated. Now, I'm sorry, I got off on a little teeny bit of a tangent there. I'm just telling you people, when you're out looking for your mate, you might really want to consider getting to know the people before you ever get married to them, before you even move in with them, because your life, if you move in with them, it's basically the same. Do you understand? What was that expression? No, this is an expression a lot of you guys are not going to like, okay? Why should the man buy the milk if you give him, let's see, why should the man buy the milk if you give it to him? I'm not saying it very good, but you know what I mean. In other words, our society is so loose in the fact that we give sex to a lot of people. Not everybody does that, I know. But there are a lot that do. You really shouldn't, okay? You people that are feeling like maybe you've got peer pressure going on and you think you've got to do what everybody else is doing, you don't. You don't. If you want to hold on to your jewels, your sacred things, save them for your wife or your husband to be. But stand up and be strong. You don't have to give it. Do not do what others are pressuring you to do unless you feel good about it, okay? Serious. Love yourself. And there's so much to do besides the opposite sex. If we're out doing things that we love to do, literally that we really like to do, that's how we want to spend our time, you might run into someone that shares the same interest as you. And you can build a friendship that way. You know, one where you see each other more than just one night or 2 nights, but it's usually one night. There comes a time in a person's life, if they're not hooked up with somebody, that like I said, at one point in time, I hated men, okay? So I didn't want anything to do with them. I didn't want anything to do with them the next day. And there was a time when I didn't want anything to do with them, period. But then there was a time when, yeah, I did. But I didn't want a permanent relationship. I just wanted let's see, what is it? Instant gratification. And let me tell you, there was never any gratification. The gratification comes when you find someone you love. And that's when you share those things. Then it doesn't have to be instant gratification, but it's a continual gratification. Okay? I think that we try so hard and we're not even thinking, and what you're doing is making it take even longer to get to that point to where you could have a relationship like that. Now, I've been talking way too much, too long. It's 31 minutes. Yeah, I really did. I've given up. I've given up on the thought of having having that relationship, having that forever relationship. I mean, I really was really was dreaming about that. I got caught up in it. It's like I wasn't into that. And then all of a sudden I'm into that. It's like, wow, how'd that happen? Now I have to figure out how to deal with it. So, I really don't know. I'm not one for giving any advice, although I've been giving a lot. I don't have myself together. I'm no expert. You know what an expert is, people? I never really understand that, but I do. A drip under pressure. That's an expert. Anyway, okay. Oh, my head does want to hurt. I did get I know I told you that already. I got a little bottle of naproxen. Naproxen is a generic form of Aleve. Oh, my headache's back. But it has been several hours since I took that. Bandana. Well, I put it on because of a headache. Okay. I put it on yesterday because I was having a bad hair day. And then I took it off last night. I thought, okay, I don't need it. But I needed it this morning. And this bandana, that's what I call a brain cozy, okay? It holds my brain together. And it makes it feel nice and cozy. But it does give some type of relief for headaches, okay? I was telling somebody about that. The first thing I do when I know a headache's coming is I try to do the bandana and see if that'll work before I go take something. But sometimes I have to do both. And sometimes it'll stop the headache and I won't have to take something else to go with it. So if you guys are plagued with headaches, you might want to think about that. The bandana, it does help, especially if your headache pounds. Now, this is what I showed her, so I'll go ahead and show you guys too. And I found these things out by trial and error because I had headaches really bad. But I can take, because mine will pulsate, okay? And it'll pulsate right there in my temple, right up in here. So I'll put these two fingers, I'll put it up there, and find out where it's pounding. And then I take my thumb and put it down there in the underneath my chin, in this part right here. But what happens is the pound goes down your fingers and you don't feel the pain. So a lot of those headaches, you just needed a way to just be able to relax long enough to go to sleep. And then your headache would be gone when you woke up. But this does. This is a temporary measure, but you find where it's pulsating, and then you put it under there, and the pound goes down through your fingers. And it don't hurt. I'm going to go put my hot cocoa in the microwave, because it's not hot. Do, 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 do. Okay, I think I need a little more water. Or maybe, you know what? I think I'll put milk in there instead. I'm going to put you down with a candle. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to put a little milk in my hot cocoa. Make it creamier because it's not creamy. And then I'm going to stir it up and heat it up. Hey, hey, you're so far away. Hey. Mm. Okay. I don't know. Mm. Mm. Oh, he left the garage open. I better go get my coat. I just thought I'd go out there and have a hit. I didn't know the garage door was open though. Okay, hold on. I'll leave that up. Man, that's so nervy. My car's out on the street. It's so damn cute. I sure hope nobody bumps into it. I wonder. I think I'm going to put the garage door down halfway or something and get rid of some of the cold. No. Stop. I pushed the button, it wanted to go back up. Okay. Well, I really don't have something to put you on. I know I was going to shut you off. That's what I was going to do. Maybe I should. It's been 39 minutes. I tell you what, people. I'm going to have an attitude adjustment. And then I'm going to go back in, get my hot chocolate, and see if I have something better to talk about. Okay? Anyway, I started to say when I first started this thing, I just put on Gossip Girl. And like I said, I watched that a long time ago, a few seasons, but then something stopped me. I probably ran out of what they had done, and then when they had more done, I didn't see it. So I'm going to start at the beginning, and I don't know how much there is that I haven't seen at all. But I did enjoy that show. I don't know how to set you up. I'm going to let you go, that's why. Okay, I'll talk at you guys later, all right? Here in just a little bit. Take care.